Hello everybody, and welcome back to Save the World video. I'm not gonna lie, hearing Ray's voice in my ear is gonna piss me off, so I'm gonna turn my headphones down a bit so I can ignore it. But yeah, as you've seen by the title, this is definitely a different video. Well, in terms of what I would usually make, I don't usually like having the videos on my channel because, well, I just don't like spreading negativity. But as you guys all probably know, and if you don't, I did make a post about it. I literally all of last week I was sick. That's why you didn't see a video Monday or Wednesday, because I was recovering, and obviously when you're in the, well, I was recovering last week. I still sort of am now. You can sort of hear it in my voice a bit. I am still slightly recovering, but as with being sick for a week, you get behind on stuff. So I got behind on videos and other life stuff and schoolwork, well, college work. So that's what I'll be focused on doing for the next probably rest of the week. You probably see this on Friday. If you're seeing it on Friday, I do hope you enjoyed the stream that I'm trying to plan tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me. You guys will either have seen it or not seen it. But regardless, I am in the process right now tonight of trying to plan a stream. Tonight is Wednesday. I'm trying to plan a stream for tomorrow. Not anything too big, just Pokemon stream. Trying to finish up the DLC, you know how it is. Because I did say I wanted to stream at least once a month, and now I have to stream twice this month to fill that 12-month quota. So, yeah. I'm gonna try and plan a stream. I'll let you know how that goes. We'll let you know how that goes on the post. But you won't know this. Only I will. But anyways, back to the topic of this video. On your screen right now, you'll see 4 screenshots that I took during our adventures probably. And you'll notice they all have something similar. They all are related to adventure challenges. In particular, you have the directive one in multiple of them, the supply run, and then you have the destroy one. The destroy one isn't as bad as the directive one. The destroy one is just like, oh yeah, destroy, like you saw, it just saw me like pickaxe 2 flamingos, like destroy flamingos, destroy like, no, garden gnomes, destroy whatever, like random little things, teddy bears, TVs, like, they're like the daily destroy quests that you would get on Fortnite with dealing with like that, like minuscule stuff, like I'm about to destroy this chimney topper to the left that you saw. Yeah, see, there it is. It's stuff like that that you wouldn't think of doing, obviously, in a normal game. Those are fine, but they can get annoying at times. Like the flamingo one last year, I know was extremely annoying because it was hard. This year it's not as bad, but last year it was annoying. But I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the supply run and the directive challenges entirely for this portion, at least this portion of the video. The directive challenges themselves suck. Like, God, what dev thought they were a good idea? Like, okay, like, don't get me wrong, you can have them in the game. There's nothing wrong with having them in the game. They're supposed to be challenges. No, you're not supposed to like them. But at the same time, like, they can extend your venture's stay single-handedly on their own by like a week if you're unlucky. A week or more if you're just that unlucky. Because that whole section relies purely on RNG for anything higher. Outside of there are a few that it doesn't rely on full RNG for, but there are a lot, like the ones that you see. You can see the as you saw earlier, I was stuck on supply run, which is beating a resupply and a build the radar grid. And obviously the build the radar grid didn't spawn that day, so in the zone. So you can see the problem. Especially as you get later on into the venture season. Like there's a survivor one that I think I have. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally cut myself off because I went to click something on my editing software, but yeah, like I was saying earlier, it was wrong anyways, but like I have it right here on my second monitor. It's the one on the Storm 2 that that other screenshot was of in a 58 zone. Now, I don't know if you know Fortnite, but 58 zones can go by decently fast. Anything in the middle of the game for ventures, I'm talking like 34s, 34s and up. 34s through probably 94s, honestly, go by decently fast. Like you'll start getting materials that aren't even that you can't even use at the moment for your zone that will just be popping in. But that's a side point. The directive quests suck because just because of their RNG, like you can have a day where you just don't get any Category 2, Category 5 Storm 2 missions. Or you can get a day where you don't get any resupplies. Or you could get a day where you don't get Rescue the Survivors. You could get a day where you don't get X amount of mission. X mission. You could put any mission in the game there, and it's probably a directive quest at some point. The only mission that you cannot fail in the directive is the mission alerts and the group mission. Well, you can still fail the group mission, obviously, but you won't be locked out of it by time and RNG because there's at least 2 guaranteed 4+ player group missions that appear in any given zone. Which brings the question of why can't they do that for the specific missions? I don't know. It's epic. Like, we're never gonna get an answer as to why they can't do that because they've done it before. They have a static mission in Canny Valley. I believe it's an evacuate the shelter that they had changed to be in evacuate the shelter like a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure that's one thing that they did that flew virtually under the radar by most people, but I do remember that being changed at some point. I don't know the patch notes, so you're just gonna have to trust me on that. But if you don't trust me, you could maybe do your own experiment. Just look at 64 evacuate the shelter in Canny Valley. That, I promise you, it's a static spawn. It's there every day, without fail. I'm 90% sure it's a static spawn. Because I believe I heard them say something that they changed it. Regardless. Why can't they do that for ventures? I don't know. Maybe because the ventures quests are supposed to be challenges. But even then, it's just my complaints. It doesn't mean that it should change, although I would like for it to change and for them to have at least a guaranteed mission in the zones that the missions need to be completed in, because it would make streamlining venture stuff easier, especially for those of us that try and do it within a week. But I guess that's also the part of the reason why they have the quest, is so that people can do it within a week. Obviously, we are able to do it in a week, but you can still get, if you're one of the people that don't do ventures in like 1 week or like the first month, the directive quest could very much be a problem for you. I'm not speaking as someone that's like lucky to have another person to play Ventures and just dominate the first week with. I'm speaking for someone that actually has tried to that could possibly be having to solo ventures one of these days as a content creator just for reasons. I'm saying this now that the directive quest is probably the biggest problem for anyone doing solo. Obviously, Save the World shouldn't be played solo. No game should be played solo unless it's a single player game. But obviously not every time you obviously not all the time you don't have that choice. Sometimes you have to play solo. You won't always have the choice to play with someone else. Regardless of that, the directive quest is just terrible. Like, I don't like the that entire quest line whatsoever. Every other quest line, the eliminate, the destroy, the weapons, the locating, those are fine. Obviously they're challenges, so they're gonna either be very easy or very hard depending on your play style, obviously. I really haven't had much of a problem with any of the other quest lines except for maybe the destroy one. But that's just a personal thing. The directive is just a problem that anyone can see and that everyone can face at the exact same time, no matter your skill level. That's the one that everyone can face because it's just, at the end of the day, it's down to RNG. I know, because I know people are getting pissed off about like people are getting pissed off about like venture stuff. Sorry, not venture stuff, but V-Bucks missions not being as common as they once were. And we did say, no, they did say something that like they had adjusted it to be more fair, especially with the adjusted V-Bucks prices. I wouldn't call this fair, but because 4 days for me as I'm recording this is wild. Could be 5 and 6. Could be 5 into 6 days as you're seeing this, but I hope we've gotten some V-Bucks by this point because you're seeing this on Friday, so I would have hoped we would have gotten some Save the World V-Bucks by now. If we haven't, I'm sorry. The V-Bucks will come back eventually, but for now, just deal with it. But seriously, I think that's all I really have to complain about. Ventures outside of that is just, it's okay. They didn't change this venture season, as you saw in the footage earlier. I'm just running a normal mission now, but you saw in the footage earlier, it's still Flannel Fall Zone, I believe. I believe that's what it's called. But yeah, they didn't change it, which made me sad. Which is why you didn't get a day one live stream, is because they didn't change anything. I would have streamed day one, but they didn't change anything, so there was just no reason to. But hey, you'll get a stream eventually, I promise. Anyways, I think that's all from me, really. I don't really have anything else to say or add, except for that I'm back. I'm gonna be uploading. Upload should be back to normal next week. Or sorry, this week for you guys, I guess, because you'll be seeing this on Friday, and the upcoming week should be back to normal. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing next week. I know I want to at least get another VOD off the PC, so be on the lookout for another VOD next week. Outside of that, expect maybe another Save the World video. If I do another Save the World video, it's probably gonna be a long one. You know what? Maybe. We'll see. Monday will be the most unknown day because I don't know what I'm gonna upload for Monday. Wednesday, if I go through with the plan I'm currently thinking of, Wednesday will be can I destroy an entire city zone in Fortnite Save the World, which look out for that one. That one's gonna be a long one. And then and then Friday will be a VOD. More than likely a Pokemon related one, since I would have been dealing with in Pokemon, since I'm gonna be dealing a lot in Pokemon as well for the next couple next bit. Although I do have a little bit of a spoiler for those that have made it this far in the video. I've finally started, well, I haven't started working on it yet, but I am gonna work on it at some point. There might even be a stream around it, but you'll just have to stay subscribed and tuned to the channel to know what that is. But I have a plan for 100 days in Pokemon Legends Z through A coming out. I haven't worked on it yet, but the plan is to start working on it soon. So you might not want to miss that, because it's definitely a video. It'll be interesting, and that's why I'm planning to stream Pokemon tomorrow, so I can finish the DLC. It won't count towards the 100 days, but because I know exactly what I'm going to be doing during those 100 days, shiny hunting. But that's neither here nor there. I'll see you guys next time. Remember to always stay awesome, stay safe, stay frosty, and stay gaming out there. I've been Glaceon Gamer, and I will see you guys next time. Later.